I've seen a few comments like this with, Asians and Black people fighting in my comment section. And honestly, it shows how little we actually talk about the history behind all of this. The tension didn't just magically appear. It was shaped by decades of laws, segregation, stereotypes, and political narratives that pushed our communities apart. When Asian immigrants first came to the US, they weren't allowed to live just anywhere. Segregation forced them into Black and brown neighborhoods because those are the only areas open to anyone who wasn't white. So Asians and Black Americans were physically close, but not always connected. Different languages, different histories, limited communication, misunderstandings grew out of that. Then in the 1960s, during the Civil Rights Movement, the US created the model minority myth. The idea that Asian Americans were successful, quiet, and proof that racism doesn't exist. That stereotype was never meant to lift Asians up. It was meant to contrast Asians against Black Americans and basically say, see, they're doing fine, why can't you? It was a political tool that built resentment and pressure on both sides, even though neither community created that narrative. At the same time, anti-Blackness already existed in some Asian cultures because of colonialism, colorism, and Western media influence. And for some Black Americans, their only interactions with Asians were through local businesses, corner stores, nail salons, restaurants, situations that were transactional, not relational. That created frustration and stereotypes on both sides. But here's the thing, in both communities, it's only a small handful of people who are actually hateful or racist. A few loud, ignorant individuals do not represent millions of us. We can't let the worst examples define entire communities. Then COVID hit and all of this got amplified again. Anti-Asian hate skyrocketed. Elderly Asians were attacked, harassed, and blamed for the virus, all because of fear and political scapegoating. Some of the viral videos showed attackers who were Black, and suddenly that tiny number of incidents turned into a whole narrative online like Black people hate Asians, which was inaccurate and unfair. What people forget is that Black activists and Black organizations publicly stood with Asian communities during that time. People protested for us. They protected Asian elders. They spoke out against the hate. But the media rarely highlighted the solidarity, only the violence. And yes, some Asians responded by generalizing those incidents and blaming the entire Black community, which made things even worse, even though the majority of Black people had nothing to do with those attacks. COVID didn't create new racism. It exposed what was already unaddressed and made stereotypes louder because everyone was scared and hurting. But amid all of that, we forget that historically there has also been real solidarity. Asian American activists learned organizing strategies from Black civil rights leaders. Filipino and Black farm workers united under Larry Itliong and Cesar Chavez. Japanese American activists stood with the Black Panthers. Yuri Kochiyama worked alongside Malcolm X. In Oakland, Black and Asian communities built programs together to fight poverty and injustice. These are real alliances. They just don't get talked about as much as the conflicts. That's why we need to zoom out. A handful of ignorant people shouldn't define entire communities. A bad experience shouldn't turn into a stereotype. We shouldn't let old narratives and old wounds be recycled and divide us again. Asians and Black people have both faced discrimination, exclusion, violence, and being treated like outsiders. We have more in common than we think, and when we work together, there's real power, real healing, and real progress. We just have to stop letting fear, stereotypes, and misinformation talk louder than the history and solidarity we actually come from.
I support the economic boycott that the Black community has been calling for against Asian-owned businesses. And here's why. You should never spend your time and energy in people that don't see you as humans. That if you went into their store, you would fear for your life. So let me give you an example. Anytime I want to eat Mediterranean food, I've learned that Mediterranean is a very loose term for a region that's currently being colonized. I'll call the restaurant and just straight up ask, is this restaurant owned by an Israeli person? And or is the head chef an Israeli person? If they say yes, I say, well, that's unfortunate because I cannot support a restaurant that supports genocide in an apartheid state. And not only that, I'm going to put your name on a list that I started in 2023, which is just my Excel spreadsheet, with other friends who also don't support Zionist institutions. And also on a tangent, what is Israeli food? These are the lengths that I am willing to go through in not supporting a business that doesn't see every human with dignity. We should already be boycotting corporations. Like, for example, Hyundai, which is a Korean company, their bulldozers are currently tearing down homes in the West Bank of occupied Palestine. So they're displacing the indigenous people. We should be boycotting, or at the very least, not buying the latest iPhone every year, because Apple is illegally mining cobalt and coltan in the Democratic Republic of the Congo and using slave labor to dig out those minerals.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about a video many people are talking about online. In this video, the speakers talk about black people and Asian people in America. The speaker says many people fight online, but they do not know the full story. This is the speaker's opinion. The speaker says that the many years ago, black and Asian people faced many hard times. They say history, fear, and wrong ideas made the two groups grow apart. The speakers also say that the most black people are not against Asian people and the most Asian people are not against black people. I think this is a important message. We should not judge millions of people because of the few bad people. Every community has good people, every community has bad people, but a few people do not speak for everyone. Today social media can make people angry very fast. One video can make people think an entire group is a bad, but that is not true. We should always learn the full story before we make a decision. In my opinion, request is a very important. In my opinion, respect is very important. It does not matter if someone is black, Asian, white, or any other race. Everyone wants a safe life, everyone wants a good job, everyone wants to take care of their family. These things are the same of all people. When people work together, life become better. When people only fight, nobody wins. So instead of spreading hate, we should respect and kindness. That is now we can build a better future. Now I want to hear from you. Let's continue, and your opinion must be shared in comments.
Black American community, with Black Americans saying let's boycott some Asian businesses and Asian Americans saying stop attacking our people.
Black people are not the number one perpetrators of Asian hate crime. It's actually white people. Black people make up over half of the hate crimes in America against us for being black. Also, majority of those hate crimes are committed from white people. The annoyance comes from your need and your want and the thriving off of the proximity to whiteness and disrespecting and disliking black people that fought for these laws for your people to be in this country. And I know that's very cliche, but you have to understand something. Black people never committed any atrocity against your people. And if you can name one, then name one. I'm talking about as a race. I'm talking about going to your country and raping and pillaging your people, impregnating your women and leaving those women to raise those babies alone, killing children and women. We have never done that. Never. But I know who has done it. Exactly. All those spaces that y'all want to be included in, and you want to cast out black people as if we're some type of eyesore or a race that's unimportant, like we didn't literally set these laws in place for y'all to be able to come over here and live the life that y'all live. That's where the anger comes from. Y'all are so blinded by this proximity to whiteness that y'all don't understand that they don't like y'all neither.
One man's actions should not justify demonizing an entire community.
The word that you meant to say was boycotting, not demonizing. And then you explain something that's not actually demonizing at all, actually. Calling in food orders and not picking them up. We talk about demonizing. We're talking about, oh, this person stole out of the store, so every other black person that comes into the store, we're gonna follow them around and we're gonna accuse them of stealing. This person, I think that they're stealing, so I'm gonna follow them outside because I know black people steal. I'm gonna follow them outside and I'm gonna shoot and I'm gonna pew them. That is demonizing. That's also generalizing. The reason why we targeted y'all is because y'all are the ones that are in our neighborhood. We don't have very many white-owned businesses in our neighborhood, but we have y'all. So a lot of the racist encounters and the demonizing encounters comes from people that look exactly like you, that are in a country that was fought for rights by people that look exactly like me. If the black dollar wasn't important, why do y'all have so much to say? Why is there such an uprising? Why is there so much anger towards black people? Because we don't want to shop with y'all no more. So it's protect the black dollar, not the black people. And that's where the problem comes in at. We're not just a dollar. We have feelings and we have some shit going on in this country. And we don't feel like y'all are too much responsible for us. But if you're making millions and sometimes billions of dollars off of our dollar, then something needs to be done. Somebody got to motherfucking wake up, and I don't know who it is, whether it's just black people, Asian people, or the minorities as a whole, but let me tell y'all something. The solidarity comes from y'all recognizing where y'all are going wrong. Because we've been supporting y'all. But where's the support when it comes to us? That's where the problem comes in at. Please understand that there is a rift between the Asian community and the black community. Please understand that we are not the only ones that are profiting off of y'all culture. And I'm going off on a tangent, but let's just be clear. Boycott all black music then. If you don't want us to boycott y'all businesses, boycott all black music. And what I mean by that, you also have to boycott all the music that is influenced by black culture and black music. K-pop, C-pop, J-pop. That includes any rap and any song. Any black culture influenced outfit. Y'all wouldn't have barely any songs left. Two can play that game. It's really not an issue. We're just being honest. Where there's supposed to be love and respect for the black community, there's a lot of disrespect there. That's what we don't like. And we're calling y'all out on it. Don't try to turn it around. Well, such and such did this and such did that. We're also bringing millions of dollars into your businesses every year. When I go into a lot of these restaurants, I don't see nobody but the people that look like me and some Hispanic people. Honestly, I feel like black and Asian people have a responsibility to take care of each other because we literally take care of each other. When it comes to this survival as a minority in America shit, we literally take care of each other. You have a service and I got the money. Bam. That should have been the solidarity there. I feel like somehow y'all missed the mark. And maybe we did too by allowing y'all to treat us the way that y'all have been treating us. But no more. Unfortunately, y'all are going to have to feel us because we're a little bit tired.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about a topic that many people are discussing online. It is about the relationship between the black community and the Asian community in America. Recently many videos have gone viral. Some people support a boycott, some people do not support it, some people are angry, some people are asking peace. There are many different opinions. In my opinion, we should first understand one thing. One person does not represent a whole community. If one person does something wrong, it does not mean everyone is the same. Every community has good people. Every community also has people who make bad decisions. That is true everywhere. I also understand why many people are emotional. When people feel hurt, they want justice. When people feel ignored, they want others to hear their voice. That is normal human people feelings. This is normal human feelings, but we should be careful. We blame an entire community for the actions of one person, more problems can happen. Instead of solving one problem, we create another one. I think respect is very important. Black people deserve respect. Asian people deserve respect. Every person deserves respect, no matter their race or background. Another things I want to say is about money. Many people say they want to support business in their own community. That is personal choice. People can choose their they spend their money. Many communities support businesses owned by people from their own community. That's happened in many common countries. At the same time, I also believe that the supporting we own community should not mean hating other community. We can support our own businesses without spreading hate. That is the better way. I also think both communities have expenses different times. Black Americans have faced racism for many years. Many Asian Americans have also faced hate and discrimination. Both experiences are real. Because of that, many maybe these communities should understand each other more instead of their fighting each other. When communities work together, everyone before stronger. When communities fight each other, everyone loses. Social media makes everything bigger. One short video can make millions of people angry. One comment can start a huge argument, but social media does not always show the full story. Sometimes we only see one side. That is why we should always check the fact before makes a decision. Another important thing is listening. Sometimes people only want to talk, they do not want to listen, but listening is very important. The someone is hurt, we should listen. The someone feels afraid, we should also listen. That does not mean we must agree with everything. It simply means we respect other people. I also believe businesses owners should respect every customer. Customers should also respect business owners. Respect should go both ways. That helps build trust. Without trust, every small problem becomes a big problem. Many people online say this situation is about more than one case. Others says it is only about one case. Different people have different opinion. That is okay. We do not have to think the same, but we should talk peacefully, not with hate, not with insult. Another things I will to say in this America is made up to many different communities. People have different culture, different history, different experiences, but everyone wants a better future. Everyone wants safe neighborhood. Everyone wants good school. Everyone wants better job. Everyone wants a better life for their family. Thus goals are the same. So maybe we should focus on these things instead of asking who is winning or losing. Maybe we should ask how everyone can move forward together. That is very better question. In my opinion, change start is respect. Respect is business. Respect is our words. Respect in social media. Respect is everyday family life. We have respect, we can solve many problems. If we only have anger, nothing change. And the end of the day, every community has good people. Every community has changes. Every answer is not more hate. Every answer is more understanding. That is my opinion. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think about this discussion? Please share your opinion in the comments. Let's keep the decision respectfully. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Take care.